Hi, good day. Marlon Bailey here, your host at the Savvy Singers TV. Welcome, welcome. On the inside of this set, we are here every Sunday, 4 p.m. And right now, what I want you to do is share, invite someone, bring someone into the conversation. Yes? So we talk about the artists, we talk about the singers, we talk about the songwriters, we talk about the producers, the whole team working together. But we have a young man on set today that is going to take us a little bit into the musical instrument part of the thing that makes us really sound good. You know, so on the inside we have Brandon Seenath.
Yes.
How are you doing, sir? Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Very well, Marlon. Good evening.
Nice, nice, nice. So, a musical. What is your instrument your go-to instrument?
My go-to instrument is guitar. I'm a lead guitarist, rhythm guitarist.
Nice, nice. And how you went through that? Self-taught or you?
Self-taught, but even though it's self-taught, I didn't go to any formal class. However, there were inspirations over the past 10 years, being heavily involved in guitar and rising up as well as not only guitar, but even recently keyboards.
Nice.
Rising up from mentors and looking at other persons involved in the arena as well, learning and grabbing as much as I could get.
Nice. I like the fact that you mentioned mentors. So who are some of your mentors in that regard?
On the guitar industry, there are guys, Jason Bishop, Jeremy McIntosh, this guy's Judah Barrett. We have a guitar group on WhatsApp where these guys will always know. These are the three out of probably about 20-something, 30-something guys.
Right.
And these are all guys heavily involved, not only in the gospel arena, but also in the secular world too, that will just share from a musical content about moving up in the industry, moving up, marketing yourself, and really being an all-round musician and not only a guitarist.
Right, and you are pursuing that.
Yes.
Because now you say you're going into the keyboards a little bit.
Yeah.
Any other instrument
Well,
that you think you're
there's
looking
guys
at?
like Fisherman Project, who I work a lot with, Daniel and Ryan.
Daniel,
Excellent individuals, and I grab a lot. When they do the Insta stories and the Insta snaps, I take a lot from that, I save it, and I go back and I listen, I look at techniques.
playing,
I do a lot of work with Daniel specifically, and when he sends me individual keyboard tracks or the tracks to lay down my stuff on, I would solo out the keyboards and listen to how he plays, and I will try to absorb much of that as I can.
Nice, nice, nice. So when you say you are a sought out musician, you work with a lot of people.
Yeah, I work with a lot of studios, producers, not so much a lot of individual artists, but the studios will now launch out to the artists in a bigger way.
Right, so that's like more in the production side.
Yeah, more on the production side of it.
Okay, good.
On the live side, I would mostly play with Samuel Dyer. As of the last 3 years, Samuel Dyer and Shamar Worship.
Nice.
I'm Samuel's main guitarist.
Nice, nice.
So over the last 3 years, of course, COVID hit 2019. So we were really going 2017, 2018,
Building.
and then 2019. Whoa.
Yeah.
So that had a big impact with the band and then Samuel Dyer's ministry on the whole, because he's also a full-time minister.
Yes.
So being a part of Samuel Dyer and Shamar Worship has shaped my personal life and my personal ministry as well around that.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. And I'm glad you mentioned that. So what, apart from being able to play the music, all right, and you talk about your personal development, what is that like in your individual life?
All right, so growing up, and I've been in church all my life,
Yes.
Marlon. However, I've been in music probably for the most 10, 11, 12 years.
Right.
And I've lately 5 years really diving into the excellence of it, then if you might want to say that.
Right.
And growing up, you're sleeping with your guitar on the couch, you're sleeping away, you're learning skills. You're just going all out for it.
Excited.
Yeah, so as a young musician, anybody looking at this really, you want to spend most of your time developing your craft from young, learning the basics, and then even developing a personal mindset here that, okay, this is what I want to do. How are you going to reach there? This is what you have to do. You have to practice. You have to spend time. You have to commit to it. If you work in a 9 to 5, spend 2 hours at least every day doing some sort of music development, personal music development. Get involved with mentorship programs as well, because at the same time you learn, you could also teach. and that also develops you even more. So you would
Right.
want to learn more to pass on to other younger students.
That's good. And it's interesting because I spoke with Kiana, she's one of the female
Yeah.
drummers out here. And she mentioned that same fact that when you teach, it helps you develop your ability, you know, are there anybody that you are mentoring now?
Currently, right now, I have worked with two young gentlemen recently at church where he came in. Now, he wasn't a excellent guitarist. However, he has grown tremendously over the last couple months. Just being with him, teaching him styles, teaching him patterns, overall playing itself. And with the amount of training and playtime. Now, playtime is very important while learning. You mightn't play on stage, but play at home. Same thing, your personal growth in the evenings. You have to spend time playing, listening to music, not only listening to one sort of style, listening to various genres of music.
That's right. So that would be my next question. How important is that in your, because I think you want to be a whole, kind of wholesome, you want to be able to dabble, well not dabble, but you know, build your craft as a musician with different genres, and that helps you be marketable as well.
Yeah.
Yes?
So I specifically am known for worship guitars, Elevation, Hillsong,
That's
that kind of
amazing.
vibe, Bethel, specifically that type of vibe. However, there are ministers like Samuel Dyer yourself, Showen Gardner,
Right.
who would do soca, dancehall,
Yeah, the
reggae
reggae.
in between. So of course you will have to know how to dabble with that. And there's guys like Casio, guitarist
Hey,
Casio.
Casio, yes.
I met Casio not even physically up till the last couple of weeks back.
Yes,
However,
yes.
I've known him through social media and we have contacted.
Casio's overseas.
Casio is in the country
in the
right now.
country
Yeah,
now?
yeah, Casio in the country right now. And by just looking at his videos, I have learned a lot from Casio just from looking, not even physically being there. With him in a room learning, but
Right.
I have learned a lot from him as well.
That's good. That's it. Because now we have been plunged into the virtual world.
Yeah.
You know, everything is online now. And what is your playtime like for you? Because I know you mentioned the 2 hours.
Yeah.
I guess that's a basic where you start. But what does that look like in your development?
In my development, I spent hours in the past where I would not know how to even fine tune a pitch, really. Or I would have spent 2-3 minutes of the song finding the key, Marlon.
Right.
And now I would just dive into the song.
Just
Key,
by
yeah, I
the
have
ear,
developed
the
a ear,
ear.
really good ear for it. So now I just spend a lot of time doing that itself. Right, what I spend a lot of time on is developing the craft in the song, where aside from learning chords, you actually learn the way they dissect the song. The guitarists or the musicians dissect the song and do their parts. Because the parts now are very essential to making the song what it is in the long run. Right, so that is what I spend time doing now, not so much learning chords or that's easy stuff. Right? It's more about why they choose to play this scale instead of this scale. And overall making the sound, not the song, but overall making the sound what it is.
Right, that's awesome.
Yeah.
And I know also in, you know, listening to musicians and being around bands and stuff, you know, as a vocalist, you normally hear about the melody, the harmonies, and these things from the vocal aspect. And I believe that's the same language musicians use. Their melodies that you guys have to work on,
Yeah.
and the harmonies between the instruments and the moving parts. The guitarists will have their thing, the bassists will have their thing, and it depends on how many instruments coming together, right? So speak about that experience in working with other musicians.
And so I've worked with, I can't really check it, how much different bands.
A lot.
Not a lot,
Yeah.
for the time being out here. But I've worked with, let's say for the favorite parts, at least 5 different bands.
Right.
All of whom I was the lead guitarist.
Nice.
Also being one of at least 2 guitarists, or sometimes even 3 guitarists.
Right.
Where you would have acoustic guitar, a rhythm guitar, and a lead guitar. Are all these 3 guitarists going to play the same thing? No.
That's what I'm saying. What's
You
the
have different parts. So acoustic guitars, they strum away. If you guys know what a capo is, the capo is a little thing that goes up on the fret that they see people just playing open chords, yeah.
Okay.
Instead of playing bar chords or power chords, they just run open chords. As acoustic type guitar.
Right.
Then you have your rhythm guitars playing just rhythms. heavy rhythms. Then you
Nice,
have the lead
nice.
guitarist who would do more the lead notes and the more percussive playing to go along with the vocals, the lead vocals.
Yes.
Um, Working with big producers as well, like EP Buyers, that's Lesroy,
Right.
Daniel
That's
Hamilton. These
right.
guys are very favored on lines in the songs, and you'll have to get those lines.
Yes.
One of my favorite tracks we did late last year was Stronger by Nataki. Now, if you guys listen to that song have a lot of lines in it. We played with Christian Dick, that is Mighty,
Yes.
Cole Hussein from First Church,
Right.
myself was on guitars, and that was a really powerful
That's a
production as well.
Big, big
A
production.
lot of lines, a lot of technical
Yes.
stuff in it. Working with live shows, of course, I can't talk about 2019. We
Yeah,
just
because
getting
we
a little
just-
teaser at this year, 2021. A few shows we gotten so far with Samuel Dyer and the band. And even we can't carry out the full band, of course, because of resources.
Correct.
We have a full 6-piece band and a 10-piece backing vocals. When the full Shamara worship team
That's
is
it.
here, we haven't been able to come out with the vocals
Yeah.
since
All the restrictions
2018. And then even with the 6-piece band, of course, because of restrictions with funding on the promoters' half.
Right, right, right. So, how has the the lockdown, the pandemic affected you? Would you say it put you in a better place, more time to work on your craft? How did you manage through?
Well, I'm a salesman by profession, so I still work a full day job. So music for me it started off as a hobby.
Right.
I never knew it was going to become what it is today. I was prophesied to, before I even picked up a guitar, when I was a young guy, still probably 10, 11 years.
Wow.
This prophet came to me at the church I was going to. He said, Brandon, you're going to travel the world, you're going to play music for the Caribbean nations, you're going to meet people, you're going to grow, and you're going to do great things for this kingdom. I didn't know it was. We didn't grow up well off, so even affording a guitar was out of my mind. It was far-fetched.
Exactly.
And then a couple of years later, I got my first acoustic guitar from my mom. And yeah, you playing good. You know, I'm making a real noise, man. And she used to be, yeah, you playing good, bro. You playing good.
Supportive.
Very supportive parent.
Yeah.
And over the last couple of years, of course, I stepped up, got equipment, got gear.
Nice.
And really and truly, it became a part of no longer a hobby, but more of a passion.
Right.
And the passion grew when I saw that me playing impacted the persons in the congregation. Now I play in church, right? So when we play, persons are impacted, persons feel the Holy Spirit, feel the presence. And being a part of that part of the team who would usher in the presence, that was beyond anything.
That's awesome. I'm glad that you brought that in because, when your gift is really impacting others, it does something for you as the individual that you could be a part of all of this, and I guess the testimonies will come. And sometimes the focus is on the vocalist a lot of the time, the one in the forefront. But without the band, there's something missing, and you'll play a very integral part of the total delivery, right? And I want to take you a bit back where you spoke about, investing, all right? I want you to speak to the creatives out there and how important is, because it's your gift, it's your gift, and investing in your gift, because over time, you develop certain things and acquire and yeah, let me take you there and then I'll take you to the next.
All right, guys. So being honest here, nobody gives you a handout. Nobody is coming, Brandon, here. I am giving you this. Nobody gives you a handout. It's a rough world. I haven't received any handouts. Everything that I have accomplished, not only through me but through God, has been through hard work, sacrifice, dedication, commitment, persistence, all of the above. Nothing comes by chance. You have to pray for what you want. You have to seek God for it.
Yes, sir.
You have to remain obedient. You have to remain humble as well.
Sir.
Humility takes you a long way. You would be in a room with a bunch of proud people, and your light would shine above all these people. And a promoter, a producer, somebody of influence will see that light residing out of you and pull you once and say, bro, I want to work with you. And that has happened in the past. Bro, I want to work with you.
Right.
You do a show, bro, I want to work with you. At GMAT, two producers, bro, take my number.
Nice. And you talk about GMAT because you were awarded with the Resilience Award. How was that? And, you know, I like the fact that we take time, or the committee of the Gospel Music Awards of Trinidad and Tobago took time to recognize persons, because that is important as well. You know, we're praying and we're seeking God, but, you know, there's the part where your gift actually, as the word said, makes room for you. How was it receiving that award?
I was honestly shocked. I was making a joke with my friends that they say, bro, what are you doing? Let me go GMAT today now. They say, well, you had to nominate me first. Right? So I tell them, I say, yeah, go ahead and nominate me. I didn't know it. No, I got an email from PRVM. Not PRVM, sorry. GMAT. Yeah, the committee of GMAT. Cillian International.
Cillian International.
Yeah, I got an email from Cillian saying that how you have been nominated, and to, of course, follow the directions if you choose to accept whatnot. I did, and me and my wife came to the show, to the event, not knowing anything. We met Rebecca. Now, this was my first GMAT. Yeah, we met Becky. Rebecca at the floor. Me and Rebecca are good friends from the past couple of years.
She's a darling.
She pulled my wife, and she told my wife, and I said, he won. My wife didn't tell me anything, of course. Right, so into the program now, they're going through. There was one gentleman, Real Thomas. He won the first one. Then they started reading through what I would have sent, and I said, I was like the anticipation started. I was like, they're reading my one.
They're reading your stuff, right?
I was like, I'm nudging my wife. It's like, hey, you're reading my one. They're reading my bio. It was like, yes, it's like finally a little.
It's here.
It's like the hard work during COVID paid off where people would see now. I mean, you don't really want the little fame or anything, but the recognition is still good to have amongst the circle that you are working with and you're working for. Because a lot of people would hear the music, but they don't know where the music comes from. It comes from a little studio down by me, a little bedroom studio. Right. So it was humbling. It was really nice to be awarded the Resilience Award, because as COVID hit, of course, churches were closed. I could not go to church. We had our recordings, however, it was a 5 limit. So being in a 5-piece band with a camera crew and everything, you couldn't have that. So they had basic raw band with the camera crew, literally 5 people in the sanctuary. And when they finished the recording, they would then send me it, and I would cut it at home. So that is where it started, doing that for my own home church, which was Faith Assembly International. We started doing that. Then other churches, of course, being friends of myself, being friends with persons in the churches. Triumphant Revival Center was one. I started working with them as well on their live stream media, helping them with the music aspect of it and the mixing and the editing, or the sound, and sending them back that the Saturday night for the Sunday morning. So it was a journey in 2019 because we didn't get any live shows. We had.
You missed that.
Yeah, I miss live shows altogether. I miss sweating. I miss playing with.
That brings that enjoyment, right? You know you did it.
It'll be tiring. You're traveling distances sometimes. We sometimes get gigs in Point Fortin and Cedrus. We get gigs up Sangre Grande.
Toco.
Yeah, all over the place. I would never get a gig 5 minutes from my house, man. I would tell Sammy, I say, Sammy, you don't get no gigs in
You always have to go the distance.
Always distance. It's like, but I enjoy it. The band is an excellent band. We all enjoy each other's company. And over the months, it has grown to a brotherhood more than just a band. Where we would check up online besides on our gig.
Yeah. And you bring that professional aspect to it. And I want you to speak to, we have the domestic church band, and the overplaying, everybody want to shine, that kind of thing. And I like the fact that you were working with other churches to master and put out that good quality sound. Because, everybody now it's virtual, but just put on a phone and we tape everything. All right. How do you treat with managing other musicians in the sense that the overplaying? Because you have a drummer with rudiments, and everybody want to hear themselves. Yeah. How do you speak to that?
No, we started. Well, I started with a very small church as well. In the past, no nice equipment.
Right.
Everybody
And we had to
playing
start
with
somewhere.
So this one have a amp, this one have a monitor. Everybody just want to be loud.
Yeah.
Right. It has grown over time when nobody even walks with a monitor again. Everybody has the in-ear system.
That's right.
Where now you could be how loud you want to hear. Right. And where the stage now is a lot more controlled. So going from having nothing basically to having one of the best on stage equipment basically, the in-ear systems, the nice digital mixers. It has been a journey where not everywhere you go now you will have the nice digital mixer, the nice in-ear system. You would go back and you find monitors, well, even good monitors too sometimes, right? But you have to make do with it, right? That comes with bringing down your pride, bringing down all the proudness, rising up with your humility, right? Saying, okay, I didn't come here for me. We came here to worship, to minister. Aside from just the live gigs too, you would go in at church, you would help out at church sometimes. In your free time on a Friday night, I might help out at church, close in the neighborhood. And they wouldn't have the best of the best. However, you come, you bring your giftings because you're here to serve. You're here to serve a man, you're here to serve God.
I love that.
Right? So you bring your best foot forward no matter what circumstances are in front of you. Right? Whether you're getting paid or you're not getting paid, you're here for a reason. You're not here for money. If you was here for money, then you're here for the wrong reason.
That's awesome. And I like that, that you understand your purpose, and you make the best of what you have.
Yeah.
You make the best of
Definitely.
it. And I think it speaks to the individual and how professional you are, how good you are at your craft. Because then, and I love the fact that you talk about bringing your pride down. Because some people, if you don't get the conditions that you want, then
definitely.
like, okay, that is not for me.
I mean, bands have the best riders around. They have the best technical riders, the best hospitality riders. If they don't get that, they vex. Right? But a lot of my discipline, my strength comes from a wife, of course. Right? We have been married, going in 8 months now. We got married in the peak of COVID.
Hey.
Right? So
Congratulations.
thank you. We have been together in ministry since we got married. She has been going everywhere with me, and she's a praying woman, right? And she's my sense. Stop that. Ease up. Pull back.
Yeah.
Don't say nothing. Yeah, she keeps me grounded. She keeps me strong.
Awesome.
When you're frustrated, she would relax here.
Awesome.
So she's that support where I would encourage persons to bring out the significant other when they're playing. Don't leave them home. Bring them. Let them be around. Even self, they don't do anything. The fact that they are there, they are your senses as well. Right? They would keep you seen in a rough environment. And she has really been a blessing as well.
With the eyes out.
Yeah.
Yes. That's important. Because sometimes people just ride alone.
Yeah.
And get yourself in trouble. So that's good. So we're talking music. I know you mentioned that you're into sales, the professional side. What are your hobbies? What are the things that you do other than music?
Right. So other than music, of course, I'm a salesman. Like I said, I sell automotive parts.
Okay.
We are the dealers for a very good brand of oil. I don't want to say brand of oil, but a very good brand of oil in Trinidad and in the world. One of the number one brands. I don't want to say the name again. Sing again, trouble. Right, we sell automotive parts, suspensions, etc. Like those kind of things for your vehicle. Right. So maintenance parts. So dealing with that now, we are assigned a route. I blister customers. I work in North East area from Shangri-La to Champlain on a daily basis. Where every day you meet different customers. Of course, you have a list of customers to go through. And you basically go and you sell from a portfolio, right? So meeting with these people, of course, you have different personalities, you have different age groups you're dealing with. You have all the situations on the road, police, traffic, COVID, 35 degrees heat, driving in an aquarium because we have no tint again.
Right.
So,
You put it.
yeah,
You put it.
yeah, it's an aquarium. So that is just the day job. You have music. I love swimming. I love to go to the beach. However,
Well,
let's not go there. All right. We love hiking as well.
Okay. Outdoor
Outdoor activities. We are not indoor people.
Okay.
All right. There was a point in time before I got married. My mom and I, no, just my mom and I, she would not even see me for days.
Seriously?
Yeah.
For days?
For days. I'm home every night.
Yeah.
However, I reach home so late.
Right,
She doesn't see me.
they
She goes to work so early, she wouldn't see me. I'll still be sleeping. All right. Then I'll wake up a little later and go to work.
Go do
All
your
right.
thing.
So I would still be there every night.
Very active.
Yeah, very active. This was before I got married. However, I got married now. My wife is home. I'm no longer up and down the road. All right. So I'm home a lot now. So my mom, after the first 2 months, she's like, what are you doing here? Like, she's so accustomed not seeing me home. It was a weird adjustment to always be home now. Especially how COVID was around too.
That's right.
All right, so we like hiking, we like swimming, we like going Mayaro. We have a beach house down there from one of our uncles. We used to be there all the time. And that's pretty much it. Outdoors, yeah.
Awesome stuff. Awesome. So, Brandon, thank you so much for stopping by on the Savvy Singers TV. It was good getting to know you. All right. So, guys, Brandon, and he brought so much information about himself, about the passion, about you investing in your craft, investing self-development, being the best. And I love what he said. There's no handouts. Nobody's coming to make it happen. You have to make it happen for yourself, all right? And go forward, conquer, be the best that you can be, all right? Because God has given you that ability to overcome, take dominion. Thank you so much for being here on the set of the Savvy Singers TV. I'm your boy, Marlon Bailey, and looking forward to see you again next week, Sunday, 4 p.m. Tell a friend.